All right, another fun fact for The Legend of Zelda on the NES. Did you know that when you beat the game, you can restart it and play what they call Quest 2, which is a little different than the original Quest, where some of the dungeons have a different layout, some of the items are in different locations, ultimately making it a new challenge for you if you already beat the first version. Now, maybe you haven't gotten through the first quest, or maybe you're just very interested on what the second quest would look like and you don't want to beat the first run through. Well, here's what you can do. At the entry screen, when you're going to pick your name, pick Zelda, Z-E-L-D-A. Easy to remember, right here on the box. And that'll start you out on Quest 2. And from the beginning, it's gonna look very much the same. You're gonna start and get your sword in the first place. Dungeon 1 is also gonna be in the same location, but once you get in, you will notice it is a little bit different. Now, if you've never played Quest 2 and didn't know about it until today, let me know in the comments. And if you have played Quest 2, what'd you think compared to Quest 1? Do you like the original, or did you like the harder map?
Come with me as we go to Final Boss to pick up Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Gotta take a quick look at the different Game Boy games before heading over to the GameCube, see if there's any new titles. I think this would be a good place to pick up the Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, but they didn't have it in stock today. So I guess I'm gonna have to come back. They did have Bully, which I loved playing on the Wii, but I did just get it for the PS2, so I think I'm gonna try it there. I picked through the NES games, and I did their 3 for $10 deal on items $5 and under, so I did add some to my collection. Hey, a clean SNES for $100. That's actually a pretty good deal. Oh, can't forget the bargain bin. We did bring in some old extra Xboxes and games that I had, so I could get some cash to pick up these titles to add to my collection. And Amelia wanted Barbie. We got our copy of Zelda and went right to playing. Nice! I can make meat! In another video, I talked about an N64 Xbox game called Conker's Bad Fur Day, where you're this squirrel with a drinking problem who fights poo monsters. And I really didn't think another game could be as ridiculous, but I just picked up this copy of Naughty Bear on PS3. It's also on Xbox, but this game is ridiculous. This is a game where a group of bears have a party and they don't invite the Naughty Bear. I wonder why. So, to get even, he takes it upon himself to get rid of all the other bears. I'm not gonna say how. Now, there are comical ways on how he does this. He puts them into toilets, he kicks them off a mountain, and then when he goes too far, the SWAT team and the android robots have to come in and take him out. And he doesn't like that, so he retaliates. I don't know who was on the development team for this, but I'm so surprised they got this through. Tell me if you've ever played this game before, because this is ridiculous, and I can't wait to start this.
Disney has always added Mickey to a lot of things like video games, but I bet you didn't know this video game has a secret.
So I don't have a copy of Mickey Mousecapades, but I wanted to see if this could be tested in any Disney game. So I'm picking Disney's DuckTales. So all I gotta do is take our screwdriver, get the screws out, open it up. All right, and we need to check the board. All right, looking at the board, I don't see a Mickey symbol like he had on Mickey Mousecapades, so you guys let me know. Is this only in the Mickey Mouse game, or are there other Disney games that maybe I don't have that have that same logo? So I'm holding 2 black Wiis in my hand, and honestly, I don't have much experience holding black Wiis. I mean, personally, I just have my own personal white Wii. But what I noticed is that these 2 Wiis are definitely different. If you look at this one, it kind of stands vertically, and it has the Wii symbol on the bottom. And then this one is made to lay flat, and the Wii symbol lies that way. And when it came to the Wiis, I thought the white Wiis and the black Wiis were exactly the same. And there was a red Wii, which was the Wii Mini, but looking at these two, they're definitely different. The top one I have is the RVL-001, and the flatter one that I have is the RVL-101. The 001 has the GameCube ports. Now, like I said, I thought all of them could play GameCube except the Wii Mini. Did anyone know that the Wii Mini came in black? Does it also come in white? In the comments, let me know, how many different colors of the Wii Mini are there, and is there anything else that I'm missing between regular Wii and the Mini? All right, guys, I gotta show this awesome Facebook Marketplace pickup I just did for 50 Nintendo games. You gotta see this. If you remember the Sega CD that I picked up, that person reached back out to me with their Nintendo games that they were trying to get rid of. And look at this haul. We got Bubble Bobble, Double Dragon, Q*bert, multiple copies of Super Mario, the Ninja Turtles. Super Mario Brothers is a 5-screw version, which is more of the rare. There was also a second version that came with the manual. I also got my favorite Burger Time. Finally, I love DuckTales. I also got Rolling Thunder. Got a bunch of wrestling games. Top Gun, Viper,
Tecmo Super Bowl. Also had NES Advantage, 2 controllers, a zapper, and a Game Genie. This was crazy times. You guys tell me, would you have done all that for only 200 bucks? Today, we're going to talk about the NES and SNES classics. Now, I don't know about you, but when this first came out, I raced to Target to pick me up a copy. I think it was $90 or $100. You could play different games. You had Mega Man 2, Super Mario 3, you had both Zeldas, Donkey Kong, games that had not yet been re-released to the Switch. But now that Switch Online exists, and these games were one of the first ones preloaded, and now there's even more updates. How do you feel about still having one of these? I mean, I'm still gonna have it. I'm gonna put it up on my wall like I do with everything else. It's a nice collector's edition. It's actually getting a little dusty, if you can see that. Kind of gross. But really, it doesn't serve a purpose to me anymore. It's just kind of something that sits on the shelf. As long as I have Switch Online, I have the original library and I have the expanded library as well. So let me know, do you still play this, or do you just use Switch Online, or do you just, try to collect as many Nintendo and Super Nintendo games as you can and play them for real on a real actual console and CRT?